Yep.
We are good to go, so when you're ready.
All right, let's get down to business. Does anybody remember what happened last session in Long Saddle?
No.
You guys met with a witch in the area, which you thought was very suspicious, but it turned out she just wanted your help to make some concoctions and then gave you some items. You ended up fighting off some fiends and liches in the Keep Out Liches area, which you promptly booked it from after the battle. You're now on your way back to Tribor, which is here. Unlike Long Saddle, Tribor is still standing. We have maps today.
Ooh.
The large town of Tribor stands at the intersection of the Long Road and the Evermore Way. It is flat and fertile grounds make it ideal for farming and ranching. Because of this, Tribor is a sprawling, decentralized town. Tribor has managed to retain its independence from various factions, so they are kind of not a part of anything major. This is a very abundant trade town, great for gathering information or laying low. This town is no association with anybody around it, so you may be free from Vecna for now. So this little thing right here, D1, is the market square. You guys would be coming in from up here, over by D8, which is at the top of that. And D8's main point is it is a forge.
Anyone want to check out the market?
I can check it out if you want.
I'll be alright with that.
Yeah, market sounds good.
Okay.
Alrighty. There's also an inn you guys can stay at right inside the market area too. But the market is trampled open space. There's a bunch of stalls set up with different types of wares. In the center is a large tower that looks to be on the verge of collapse, with a sign that says Tower of the Lord Protector. It's very simple looking. You can see a sign that shows the name of it, but you also see a door going in that said Home of the Lord Protector, Darath Shendrel.
Does anyone quite remember what we came to this town to do other than just trying to get away from the last place?
I think we were just coming here to like try and like lay low for a bit, cause like the
So, as a bit of a recap, you were told to come here trying to find more information for the resistance. You guys are trying to find a way to find the other gems of Vecna or the orbs to keep him from being reborn.
And we've got one of them already, haven't we?
You have one from the dwarf.
Yeah.
You were meant to return it to the resistance, but unfortunately, that didn't go as planned.
No, because
Right, they got attacked.
I guess we should start getting the gossip.
Oh, okay. Can I find like just any market trader like on the street?
Yeah, this is a very abundant trade town. You name it, it's probably there.
Okay. Can I just any random trade? Basically, the first trader I see, I'm gonna like beeline for them to go talk to them.
Yep, it's a cheese trader.
Hello, friend. I am one.
Hi, can I interest you in some cheese?
Maybe, but first I need information.
If you buy some cheese, I'll tell you anything.
Uh,
5 silver and get this giant wheel of Bruges.
okay, five silver pieces.
Here you go. Hands you a giant wheel of cheese.
Okay,
He said Bruges, but you would look at it and know it's cheddar.
okay. Information?
What do you want to know? I can
Um,
tell you Bill over there is wearing mismatched socks.
Oh, I like hot socks.
Stay focused.
Okay. We are here for a job, and the job is to have information.
I tell you about cheese.
Oh, I don't think it's about cheese.
May I elaborate on that?
Okay.
But we're looking for these crystal thingies.
Resistance.
For the resistance. We were sent here because we got told we could get some more information about it.
Let's see here. Instead of like, when somebody's thinking they'd stroke their chin, he's petting another wheel of cheese instead of stroking his chin. Maybe the Temple of Elemental Unity might know something, but I'm not sure. I just know about cheese and Bill's wheel socks.
Could you find us to the temple?
It's about 20 miles west outside of town.
So,
Is there someone in town that could help us? That seems very far.
Maybe Urgula over at the North Shield House probably knows more than I do. She's the one that runs the inn. Like I said, cheese.
Thank you, sir.
And he just goes back to shouting, "Get your cheese here."
Well, all we got from him was cheese.
and the temple, and the person that in the tavern that could possibly help us a bit more.
Okay. I'll go talk to her. And then I start
I'm gonna
walking.
I'm gonna follow him, making sure he actually goes to the tavern.
I go to.
Did someone say tavern?
All right.
We said tavern.
The tavern is going to be close to over here, actually. D6. So, the North Shield House is a clean, quiet inn. You would hear that it's run by Urgala Metalamer. Let me actually put that chat for you guys. I don't know how to pronounce things. See her as a female human. And she runs it with her wife, Arsala. Also, female human.
As I enter
What?
the inn, I'm going to be like, I have come to talk to Arugula.
I'm gonna smack him in the leg. Argala.
I said Arugula. Is there an Arugula here?
Somebody will
Right,
pop
he's
up.
about to be taken out
and-
from the vegetable patch.
A female human with red hair wearing mage attire pokes her head out of the kitchen, saying Urgala is currently tending to a blown casket. She will be a second. She dusts her hand and comes out and introduces herself as Arsala. How can I help you lot?
I have come for information.
On
We're looking for these crystal figgies for the resistance. We're told we could learn more here.
I suggest you meet Janelle. She will be coming in tomorrow morning, but she knows a lot that might be of use to you if you seek things that aren't normally in this town.
Is she an elf lady with a scar on her face?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Out of corner of one's eye, he sees a gemstone taco on the wall that you're drawn to.
Oh, that looks familiar.
Get a feeling your soul may be in there.
Can I have the shiny thing?
I mean, sure, it just showed up one day. 1 gold piece.
I give you 2.
The moment you touch it, you feel your soul enter your body. It does not change your intelligence, but you have your soul back.
Yay!
Congratulations.
I don't have a swelly feeling anymore.
You now no longer appear as the undead, or to magical senses. You now appear back to being normal.
Nice.
Yeah, I had rolled a dice at the beginning when you did that, and it said Tribor, and here you guys are.
Oh, boy.
Nice. Well, friends, we have achieved 1 goal today.
Should you get some rooms for the night?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
You see a sign up there saying, 5 silver per room per night. And then all their meals cost various amounts of copper. The most expensive being a roast for silver.
Do they like pets?
They have a stable outside for pets, and the stable is like what you would pay on the ground, but it's very warm and cozy in there. Bagheera is much satisfied because they also have tuna outside.
I'm sleeping with Daddy.
You can sleep.
I don't go to bed with him.
It's still 5 silver for that, but Bagheera is very happy with the fish.
I'll take a room and a roast dinner. And ale? How much is ale?
Ale is about 3 copper pieces.
I might go and ask the cows for information. Does anyone want to come speak to the cows?
Huh?
I will not.
I bought
I'm
that
just
the other
letting you
day.
do your own thing.
Yeah? Tonight, yes. That's for me to snack on. Yes, I know. I was talking to the other child about that. We're gonna get banana splits tonight. Okay. God. Alrighty. What's going on? Sorry, got caught up by banana splits.
Imagine
Can
being married. Crazy.
Can I go and talk to the cows?
You can talk to the cows.
Cool. I'm gonna
They
go
tell
back.
you very interesting facts about yarn. You don't know why they know how to do stuff with yarn, but apparently they do. And by the end of your conversation, you now know how to knit.
Thank you for your information, ladies.
I'm just going to carry on drinking at the bar. I can't work out the exchange rate. I've given you 1 silver, and I'm expecting 3 pints for that.
Yep. It's 10 copper per silver, 10 silver per gold.
Yeah.
Why are you guys on top of the dog crate?
I was talking
Why
to
are
the
cats
dog.
weird?
Come on, dude. Let them embrace their inner Jack and Rose. I'm glad someone understood that.
Crystal bowl.
Fancy ice cream. You're the best, honey. Thank you. I got fancy ice.
Ooh.
Nice. You're not gonna share any? Cringe.
All of you live way too far away.
Yeah, it will be
Ahem.
You still
I
live too
can call
far
off-
away.
I could call off work for the week.
It will still have
I
melted.
can't. It's a busy time of year for phone sales.
Oh.
This time of year is the year that everybody breaks their phone on fireworks.
Yeah, I forget that. I'm gonna give her 1 silver so I can get a room and oh wait, no, you said 5 silver for the room, didn't you?
Yep.
I'm gonna do 6 silver and I'm gonna use the leftover for food and drink.
Sounds good. What about Evior?
Oh.
She's not old enough to drink.
Or am I?
No deception.
If you want, yeah, you gotta do deception if you want to do that.
The way that I just cracked open my drink and the carbonation caused a blast of mist to explode out of the bottle was awesome.
That sounds cool.
No,
I'm having mint chocolate ice cream.
Watermelon's pretty good too.
I'll behave this time. I want underage drink.
Are the Blue Angels still?
This time. I don't know. If he makes it feel better, they carded the dwarf too.
Well,
They
now
pulled
I
out
know
the
what
book
to
with
do.
all the ages.
Can I go find someone to sell me some yarn after the cows taught me how to knit?
Yes, you can. And you're able to find it for 5 copper.
Nice. Cool. I
Are you
return-
blocking your brother in the cat carrier?
What?
That's crazy.
I just watched one cat lock the other cat in the cat carrier.
Oh, I love it.
I return to the tavern with my balls of yarn, and I sit in a corner and I begin to knit.
What do you knit?
What do I knit? A beanie.
Roll me a d20 with advantage.
Yes. First roll of the day. Let it be a 20. I've got advantage.
16's still pretty good.
Yep.
16's pretty good. But let's see if we get a 20. No, we'll go with 16.
No, you. It's not the greatest in the world, but you knit a pretty good beanie. It's very comfy.
I have warm ears now. And nobody can steal any more brain.
You haven't lined it with tin foil.
What is tinfoil?
It doesn't actually do anything, but you feel slightly smarter with it on, but it doesn't actually give you any effect.
Oh. I should have knitted a beret.
Why are you guys acting up now?
I didn't think we were.
No, not you guys. My cats have been calm all day, but the moment I start playing D&D, they're like, let's act like complete buffoons.
I was just knitting.
You guys always act like buffoons.
Can I start knitting a
D&D,
beret?
it's what you're supposed to do.
Can I start knitting a
You
beret?
can.
now? Yes, I'm going to knit a beret.
What
Alright.
colour wool have you got?
I don't know. I think my beret would be pink.
Yeah, you got various different colors. You have all the colors of the rainbow.
Nice. Yes, I'm going to knit a pink beret to go with my orange beanie.
Before you guys go to bed tonight, you hear shouting coming from the back of the kitchen. And Urgla finally appears. She is short in nature, taller than a dwarf, but short for a human. And she seems to be yelling at a gentleman who is currently drenched in ale. It seems from what you guys overhear that this young man decided to take a dive into an ale cask.
Hello, wet man.
That
And
is
hello,
most unfortunate.
lady.
She doesn't respond to you. It seems she has a very short fuse, because the moment the door doesn't shut right, she starts going off on the door.
I pull Squeak out, my clockwork mouse, and I show it to her.
You have a clockwork mouse.
I have a clockwork mouse because I wrote a song for a man.
Clockwork King.
Yes, that man.
I remember that.
I show her my mouse.
That seems to calm her down briefly because it is very cute.
This is Squeak. Are you a Rugala?
Or
There goes
Gala,
the fire
yeah.
department.
Who did you burn down now, Wing?
Tell that to the maniac who was on the road the other day while I was driving in a semi truck that tried to merge into my lane while I was currently driving in that very spot. I very easily could have died last night.
Yeah, as
Because
a
he
prior
didn't use
semi
his
truck
blink-
driver, they are terrible.
And then he got pissed at me when I laid on the horn.
Yeah, most of like I've noticed that even driving a semi, they're just terrible. But anywho, back on track we go. Sorry, that reminded me. Our Walmart burned down the other day, and it was funny.
Would you like
But-
me to help you with the door?
If you know how to fix a squeaky door, I would.
I open the door, and then I slam it hard.
Roll me a d20 with strength.
Okie dokie.
That's just called a strength check, Rex.
I'm eating ice cream. Give me a break.
17.
You fixed the door somehow.
I have fixed your door.
She gives you free dinner.
Oh. Well, my friends need to talk to you.
I think I forgot to mention Ranga's not there. He's outside. So,
Did you guys want to talk to her, or were you guys wanting, after talking to Marsala, Janelle in the morning?
We could do it now.
What questions do you have for her?
Questions about the crystal thingies. Why do I keep on calling them crystal thingies? They're just crystals. Crystals. The crystals. For the resistance.
Let's see. How much does she want to tell you? She hasn't heard much except that the cult of Vecna has been gaining popularity recently. Though she expresses she doesn't really much care for them. There has been some rumors that a resistance has been spotted in the area. And that they've been having an issue with giants recently. But Janelle would know more.
Does it sound as if she's telling us everything?
Roll me insight. If one's rolling it, it's a disadvantage.
So, a disadvantage, did you say?
Yep.
Okie dokie. That's a 10 after the natural 20.
You believe she's telling you everything.
Ah. This lady is very truthful.
I provide a second opinion.
You can provide a second opinion.
Fail.
You want another Oh. As much as you need the information, I wanted the fail.
That would have been funny. But She seems hesitant, being very careful with what she is saying.
Bit of question her on her hesitation.
And her hesitancy,
Hesitation. Her hesitation.
or hesitancy,
Her hesitation. Hesitation.
that word.
That word.
That one.
That is a window. You cannot crawl through a window.
That's you.
She keeps to what she's saying, though she's looking more and more nervous, and then makes an excuse that she has to go, and scurries to the back.
Well, she seemed nice.
Dude, I'm shocked the Blue Angels are still here.
They're probably gonna be there for another few days.
They just had their show yesterday, so I'm surprised they haven't started packing up yet.
Unless they got asked to stay for 4th of July.
I mean, we normally only do one show during the summer, 2 at most.
Lang, focus.
I can't when I hear fucking military jets soaring over my town.
Your DM has ADHD. Please don't get me off track. I will go into a tangent. But, alright. She had scurried to the back, looking hesitant and nervous.
I go back to knitting and finish off my beret.
No one doesn't notice anything.
I'm totally like, she's hiding something.
Let's bring Bagheera to scare him.
You don't know what's going on. You're outside.
I know, but I'm gonna walk in and use intimidation.
On who she left.
Damn it. I walked in the wrong moment, the wrong time.
Your beret is looking very lovely, by the way, one.
Oh, perfect. I'm ready for the resistance now. Right. Must look up more knitting patterns for hats.
I'm pretty sure the cows could probably tell you.
Oh, don't tempt me to go talk to the cows again.
Alright, what is everybody doing now?
Feel embarrassed.
I'm headed straight to bed. I know what a long rest can do for a man. And what they can do for a goblin is even greater.
I'll just head to bed as well.
I'm just going to carry on drinking at the bar.
So, you guys managed to get through the night, nothing too special. And when you get up in the morning, they always do breakfast on the house, if you had bought a room. As you guys are sitting down and eating, a human lady walks towards you and introduces herself as Janelle Carnveller.
Hello.
She's wearing full armor.
I'm gonna completely ignore her and I'm just gonna analyze her armor.
It is typical armor, sturdy leather. No distinguishing marks.
Not heavy enough.
Okay, that's we're gonna ignore that.
Her armor is poor quality. It doesn't have the wear and tear of a battle well fought.
Too squishy.
Precisely.
As
Are we talking the girl or the army?
We're talking the armor.
I'm talking the armor.
Oh, sorry, Nikki.
Yeah, I didn't mean for that first statement to come off the way it did. I'm sorry.
Oh dear.
Nikki, you good? I think I did. I think I broke her.
Okay. Oh.
I really hope they're not being picked up by my mic.
I'm good.
Okay.
Well, I change into my pink beret, putting my beanie in my bag, put my beret on, because I'm on resistance work, and I go, "Hello, my name is One."
I heard you guys helped out a town fighting a band of murderers. Well, the town is having a problem. There's these roaming band of mountain giants that are bleeding them dry, demanding us for tributes. They should be arriving any day now to take their bi-monthly tribute. It is time that we finally stand up to them. If you're willing to help us in killing the giants, I can pay you 1,000 gold pieces.
Mhm. That is more than one can count.
Out.
I'd be happy to help with the giants.
Just as if you agree, she will send 3 of her personal guard to assist you.
Hello. But we have questions for you.
I choked on my juice.
Don't be doing that.
Are you able to help us with the resistance?
All she could say is, it is important you seek out the Temple of Elemental Unity.
More walking to be done then.
They do sell horses here, in this town.
I thought we already had horses.
Oh, did you guys have horses?
I don't remember us having horses.
Hmm.
But maybe we
don't
did have
either.
Yes,
horses.
no, we did. Yeah.
We did have
Well,
Yeah.
some of you did. I didn't buy a horse.
Oh, you guys got horses?
That's-
Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you guys have horses.
Oh yeah, I called mine's Pony Stark.
So my horse is called Troy.
So, after you guys take up on this, you are later approached by the Lord Protector, Taratha, asking if Janelle came and spoke to you.
Indeed,
Hello.
she did.
I am One. And these are my friends.
Aye.
Please ignore her request. If you kill those giants, more will only come later and slaughter the town. It is just better for us to pay the tribute.
Oh.
Okay.
What's the carriage?
And a man named Zephyrus also agrees that you should ignore.
Oh dear. But the lady said we must help.
How much tribute are they demanding from the town?
They say it varies year per year, but usually involves all of their ale.
Just get them drunk and then you'll be able to survive another day.
Wow. I've got nothing.
So, what do we do here? Do we kill the giants or do we let them stay?
But the
Well,
giants.
then if we kill the giants, just more will come, and that just make the situation more bad for them.
Then we kill the next set of giants.
But it's not like we could like stay. Like at some point we're gonna have to move on. We can't just stay in Tribar.
The campaign ends, you all stay in Tribar for the rest of your lives.
No.
We could stop them from getting into the town and then leave.
But they are giants. They are big. Bigger than
Do
one.
they have a camp? If they do, we'll destroy the camp.
But if more come, they build new camp.
I think we leave them.
It seems best just to leave them because we'll just be making the situation worse by killing them. That might make them more angry, causing more casualties.
I don't like casualties.
Sorry, Nikki's English is failing her.
With that decided, later in the day, the giants show up demanding tribute, which is all the ale and all the horses in town.
We've just lost our horses.
Can I approach the giants?
You can.
I'm going to approach the giants.
That's a
can
dangerous
we
game.
stop them?
With my pink beret on, I approach the giants.
Can we always try to stop them? Because I don't think that's a good idea.
You guys can, yes.
Who's with me?
I'm with Rango.
Or, yeah, if it's important, does one contest this?
Sorry, what, are they trying to stop me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, no, then no. If they're trying to stop me, then no. I'll just, talk to them from afar.
We won't talk to the giants. We need to leave, now.
I just want
You
to...
also overhear Janelle rallying the townspeople to attack the giants at night.
Oh.
As Janelle had recently lost all her horses.
What do we do now?
Where are we? Let's run. Where are we? And then look back.
I need to try and I would like to try and persuade this town not to raise up against the giants because that'll just make it worse.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
I'm so persuasive.
Meets
Wow.
it beats it. The DC was 20.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
damn.
You convince them to stand down, and Doratha promises to properly compensate Janelle for the loss of her horses. You have saved the town. The ogres, giants, and bugbears take their tribute and leave. They left the young horses here because they understand the need for breeding more. But you lot unfortunately did lose your horses in the meantime.
I want to try back.
Oh, dear,
I
stop.
lost horse.
Silver, you will not be forgotten.
I begin knitting horses.
Oh,
But I just saved an entire town.
Yeah, but at the
did.
cost of our horses.
We should
I
just
will
make
make us
a
new horses.
chance.
Oh,
Can I say something to
thunderstorms changed to all night.
Eivor? I have something to say
Going
to
on?
Eivor.
Yes.
If you listened to me in the first place, we would still have our horses. So technically it's your fault. So you should be getting us new horses.
I am getting us new horses.
You can't knit horses. We can't ride knitted horses.
As who?
Not with that attitude.
All we need is an enlarged spell and to animate them. And then boom, we can ride them.
I still believe Eivor. But those giants took Troy.
Now, Wrangler. Let's be nice to each other.
I'm not happy. Not happy at all.
You can have the first horse.
Totally not me flashing back to the first SpongeBob movie where they got the paddy wagon stolen from them. Literally. It's literally the same thing.
Yeah, but I don't want a new horse. I want Troy back. He's my Trojan horse.
You can call him Troy. And he'll fit in your pocket.
I don't know why, but can I punch you?
Ow. That hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry, Rang has anger issues.
You get the last horse now.
But this was all. Good news is, as later on, you somehow find a note was slipped in to one of y'all's hands. Let's see. Let's have yours.
Oh.
You do not remember a note being slipped into your hand, but it is from the Resistance.
I read the note.
They say they cannot meet you here in town because Vecna's forces are closing in. They urge you to go check out the Elemental Unity Temple and find out as much information on the rituals surrounding Vecna as you can. That has been your next task. They will contact you as they can.
Wait, what? We're not meeting them here. They're meeting us somewhere else.
They want us to go to the temple.
Looks like we've got to walk then.
Yes.
So-
Yeah, because this town, unfortunately.
If I had a strengthened spell, you used it so I can ride Bagheera.
Okay.
Have the giants left the town now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say I'd offer him to buy me horse back.
I was going to fight them for my horseback.
Well, I was trying to persuade them to leave Tribor alone, but you know. Well, I suppose we've got our mission, and we should begin walking.
Yep.
Unless anyone has it. I
Yeah.
make sure I stock up on wool so I can finish these horses and make any other items that I might need.
Do any of these places sell a sled? Like ones people go down hills in? I've been on my feet all day. I need to sit down. So I was going to get a sled and hook it up to Bagheera. No, not like a full sled like the reindeer have, just like a sled that you go down hills with when there's snow. Am I allowed to do that?
Sure.
Because I'm choosing to walk. Right, Daddy, here's
So
your
it is a-
collar. Sorry.
Let's see here. Let's see how long it takes you. It takes about 8 hours to walk all the way to the temple.
That's not awful.
It's been worse.
For you guys, no. In real life, yes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
No, the Temple of Elemental Unity is in the Dasarian Hills, roughly 20 miles southeast of Tribor. The temple has been constructed entirely with elemental magic. This place is home to cultists, which raised a hemisphere of raw, jagged stone from the earth. They then hardened the stone with flames before sculpting and shaping it to the shape of a temple with blasts of air and geysers of water. The resulting temple is large, savage-looking building, obviously not built to satisfy any civilized aesthetic. Water-hued steps lead into a western side of the temple. The interior of the hemispherical building is spacious and houses 4 portals to the elemental planes. A doorway of flame burns along the southern wall. A doorway of raw earth, scarcely distinguishable from its neighboring stone, is set into the northern wall. In the center of the temple is a pool of water, and a shaft is carved into the ceiling above it. When the characters arrive, the temple is occupied by 2 cult members. And then you see a fusion elemental behind it. These characters are friendly. They offer you to come and worship the elemental live.
Hello, my name is One, and these are my friends. I like what you have done.
Hello, please come and worship the portal.
Okay. I worship the portal.
They leave you be, since you do not seem to be any imminent threat. These are indeed live portals. Does anybody have an item called Zapara's Perfect Blade?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, good.
Unless that was the sword we picked up in the weird place, the forge place.
That is.
Ah, I have it.
The portal of fire reacts to it, and you hear a voice enter your head, urging you to take the the sword, which just transformed into an elemental gem to a blacksmith.
Oh,
It's an assistant.
wow. Hello there, voice.
Take the gem to the blacksmith now, you great buffoon.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Everybody else just sees one talking to himself.
A little concerning.
I
It's
wish
fun. We were talking to cows the other day.
I worshipped the elemental planes, and the sword we found at the forge turned into this.
You guys see a glowing sword.
Fascinating.
I must go to our blacksmith. The voice in my head said, "Go to a blacksmith, you buffoon."
Rude.
I know. That's what I said.
So why do you want to listen to the voice in your head? Was it your voice?
I always listen to voices in my head. So, what did we come here for?
Came to learn about some kind of ritual.
Maybe I just did ritual.
So the
Can I
goblin sees a look in the water. And it is an image showing a bunch of cultists of Vecna around a table. You cannot hear them, but it seems they're holding a gem in their hand. They have found one of the gems to resurrect Vecna. The dice selected the goblin to see this.
Oh, good. No, we've got to fight with goblins.
No, I think he's referring to Wing.
What do you have to say about goblins?
What do you see, Mokat?
What am I looking at? I'm gonna be honest, I spaced out for a second because I had to respond to a DM.
You see, and there are a bunch of cultists of Vecna sitting around a table holding one of the gemstones to resurrect him.
Ooh. They have one of the gems.
Oh. We have one of these gems too.
But we need all of them.
Oh.
Does that mean
The
we're
Infinity Stones!
See those fuckers over there? They've done nothing wrong except they're blue.
gonna have to get it from them?
But first, I need to
blazing.
find blacksmith.
We'll do that after. Reacquire the gem.
But the voice in my head said I need to find a blacksmith.
Your imagination can wait. We have to sort this out.
But I don't think we're ready for the cult. We must sort the sword out.
How many cultists are there in the room?
About 20.
These cultists are different to the Vecna cultists.
20.
Oh, no, in this temple? Yeah, no, these cultists, there's like 2 right now, but a patrol of 4 and 2 hellhounds come in. They're leaving you alone. They're just worshipping the elemental stones. These are different than Vecna cultists. These are the cultists of the elementals.
We'll come back to this. We'll go to the blacksmith first.
Alright.
Can I talk to the cultists here, the elemental guys, and try and find out the information that we were meant to be trying to find out?
You all did.
Mhm.
The information was in the water.
Sorry.
What you found out is that the water is the water portal that can take you to the plane of water if you could breathe underwater, but it could also show you glimpses of what you seek.
Right, okay. So
The
that was
mirror of
just
Erised.
Exactly.
I see.
Slight side tangent. I am so embarrassed that it took me years to realize that Erised is just desire backwards.
Yeah.
It's the mirror of desire. It shows you what you desire. Took me way too long to figure that out.
Okay, so
It's easier reading the book, to be honest, because it's spelled out for you.
I did read the book in
Oh.
first grade.
we know what is going on now. Do we know where to find the resistance?
They said they'd be in touch with you and meet with you when they could.
Mhm.
Right. To the blacksmith.
After a trek back to town, and I'm assuming staying another night in the tavern, which, for saving the town, Doratha is comping your stay at the tavern tonight, or the inn tonight,
Perfect.
because you saved the town from being destroyed later on. There is a blacksmith in town,
Gives me
which
time to finish my
was
horses.
up here at D8. You can't finish your horses, yes.
No.
But
Okay.
what happens after you bring the sword to the blacksmith? Blacksmith is able to break the gem, and fire sort of coats the blade. The blade now has the properties of flame tongue.
Nice. So
Of a
what is-
flame tongue.
So it's a fire sword.
Yep. It is a usable longsword that deals fire damage. I think 1d6 fire damage on top of being a normal longsword.
There is a sword somewhere. Yeah, flame tongue. So it's the flame
Yep.
tongue magical item now. And you said
Yep.
it's a longsword.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
I'm assuming one wants to keep his flaming longsword.
Of course. It means I stop using my great club, but of course.
Do we have to explain to one that fire is hot?
No, one knows fire is hot.
Alright, uno momento, I gotta switch what Discord I'm using currently.
I've got a fancy sword.
It sounds cool.
To go with my deck of many things.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
Lord.
brain breaking cards.
Does anyone want a scroll of lesser restoration?
What does that do again?
It allows you to cast a
Heal
lesser
certain
restoration
status
spell.
conditions.
I love when something dies and you have to switch over to something else.
Lovely. The drop in your audio quality is astounding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or does anyone want a scroll of raised dead? Because I've got one of them too.
I think I'm okay.
I'm good for now.
Can I have it?
Which one?
The raise the dead.
Yeah, sure. I hand you my scroll of raised dead. Use it wisely.
I don't like that
That's an
giggle.
evil laugh. That's quite an evil laugh.
Okay, I've shared some magical items. Phenomenal.
Alrighty. Sorry, my cat was being very, very cute. I had to tell him he was cute. But alrighty. First things first. Is anybody wanting to buy anything in town before we head on?
I would like to buy some more wool.
Alrighty. Wool, of course, is the same price as it was before.
Cool. I've now got plenty of wool.
Can I buy a sledge?
You already did.
Did I?
I thought you had one already.
Right. Who wants to ride Bagheera?
I don't think anybody wants to ride the Gary.
I'm okay. I have feet and a magical sword.
Anyone selling anything that gets us to travel quicker?
He's selling an interesting mechanic called a bike, but he's only selling one.
He can't sell me. I won't allow it.
It is like riding a horse, but it makes you more tired.
Then I think I'll leave that.
I don't think the bike is one size.
No, it is one size.
But does that
One size fits all.
But does that size work for one? Or is it just one size?
Just one size.
No good for one then. Okay, well. We have been to blacksmith. Have we heard from resistance?
But
Uh,
the next
how
town
much
you
is
could
the
go to
weight?
is Thornhole. How much is what?
How much is the bike?
The bike is about 300 gold pieces.
Jeez.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, bikes are
I
pretty
can get it
expensive.
for one.
Sounds like we are walking then. Do we want to talk to anybody? Like a Rugala?
So, yeah, is there anybody you want to talk to before we leave?
Is there anyone we need to?
Do we
I
go
don't have
see
anything I need to do.
if we
I
talk
don't think
to...
so.
What about the big boss man?
The big boss man? Who?
The protector man.
Oh, Lord Protector Dorotha.
Yes, him.
You guys want to talk to her before you leave?
Yes, one will talk to him. But because he's not on
Okay.
resistance business, he shall put his beanie on.
Want to say to Dorotha.
Hello, sir. I am one, and these are my friends.
Hi, yes, how can I help you?
We saved your town, and we need to go somewhere.
I don't know how I can help with that. We're kind of out of horses at the current moment.
Um. Do you know anything about Vecna?
I just imagine he quickly jumps up. Who's asking?
And all of a sudden, you see a Vecna statue appear in your mind, looking very angry.
Dear God.
More things in my head.
This is normal for one.
Yes. One has many pictures in his head. Usually of butterflies and rabbits. And fluffy clouds. But this one
Flutter,
is scary.
flutter, flutter.
Okay. Well. Goodbye then.
Good day.
That man not very helpful. Shall we try
Suddenly see
somebody else?
the cheese man loading up a carriage with 2 horses pulling it.
Ah. Hello, cheese man.
Want more cheese?
No, I want your carriage.
What's it to you?
I am here to save the world.
Roll me persuasion.
I am very persuasive. I am
Oh, wow.
very persuasive. I am very persuasive.
Who,
I am very persuasive.
Wow.
You are very persuasive.
who nods along with you and hands you the carriage with 2 horses pulling it, seats in the back loaded with cheese, and says you may take it if it's cheese. It'll save the world.
Wow.
Jump aboard, friends. We have a mission.
Yay.
I don't
And
like
cheese.
cheese. I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh,
Well,
they have
we'll look
lactose
behind
intolerant
them.
cheese in there. There is goat cheese, which is more lactose friendly.
My love for cheddar will never leave.
Off
It is
we
very
go
cheesy, the whole ride.
to save the world.
And that you do. We unfortunately do not have time for you guys to get to Thornhold, because Thornhold has stuff in it that would take at least an hour to get through. But let's see here. How much do you guys love the Fae?
How much
Sorry,
fun?
say that again.
How much do you love the Fae?
How much
I
do we
come
love
from the Fae
Fae?
realm. I come from
I
the
mean,
Fae
I
realm.
love Mia. Maya's pretty good. Pearl's just a shipper. The Fae are pretty good. Crisp internet high five to anyone who gets that reference.
What kind of Fae they are? Like him. Oh. Any thoughts on what I should do to my players with the Fae?
Yes.
You're asking your wife.
Oh, good lord. We
what
can
to
hear
do
you,
with
Rex.
Yeah, I know you can. I was muted for a purpose.
Oh.
They think like that motherfucking bitch should die in hell. They should beat them up.
never say anything like Rise, then, I'm all for the fate winning. Okay, then.
What?
Where's the score?
Don't worry about that.
I'm gonna worry about it.
That my wife's into reading A Court of Thorns and Roses right now.
Oh,
But-
I've heard about that. I've heard there's this one guy on YouTube, or I don't know if he might be on TikTok, but he reads through like romance novels while doing impressions. It's incredible.
But, yeah. You suddenly realize all your cheese is slowly going missing. Cheese wheel by cheese wheel. And none of you are touching it.
That's concerning.
It appears we have cheese pixies.
You hear faint sounds in the distance. The carriage comes to a halt as a line or entire platoon of goose riding fairies appear before you.
My favorite.
Oh,
type of
goodness.
fairies.
Wait, was that a goose riding a fairy? Or a fairy riding a goose?
No, that's a fairy
A
riding.
fairy
fairy
riding
riding
a
a
goose.
Don't be silly, Nicky. Geese can't ride fairies.
Well, that's the way I picked it up, so.
I mean, it's the Feyville.
Okay.
Anything's possible.
Well, that's true.
But the one who's in charge wearing a goose helmet on their approaches and demands the cheese as a cheese tax. They demand 10 wheels.
The cheese tax. The cheese tax.
And what is this cheese tax for?
You enter our realm. We will not take you to the Feywild and keep you captive there if you give us the cheese.
But I am from the Feywild.
I'm not.
I'm just
Okay.
taking my friends to my house.
You shall receive the cheese when we get through on our way.
Very well. We will escort you to the other end, but we will stay with you. We demand our cheese.
Very well.
Is this
In other words, they stay right next to you the entire time. One of the geese is even smelling you.
I have my eyes on the cargo the entire time.
Is this
They
where we
stop
have
disappearing.
Let's try to stop the gear from eating one of them.
Probably smart.
Hank.
Eventually, you get to a crossroad. They tell you to go forward, and you will have entered the time distortion. But before you may exit, they demand their cheese.
Here's your cheese.
I hand it over.
They take their cheese, it floats above their head, and they waddle away.
And they went away. Wow. Right.
till the very next day?
But with that, we are going to end a little short today, because I got a cat cafe to go to.
Cat cafe.
Have fun.
I'm excited. But thank you guys for joining us in this session of Doom Forgotten Realms. I will leave you with a little bit of a teaser for the next session. Things heat up, and you will find out a lot more than you are wanting to about certain people that you know. And I will
Lovely.
see y'all later.
Yeah, you'll have a good one.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
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 Well,